Here we are back with some more Generation Wrestling with Generation Wrestling 25 to 25th show under the name Generation Wrestling. So we're going to be showing this show on YouTube. That's what I decided to go with. We're going to be in British Columbia once again. And I could talk about the show, but I'm not going to right now. I'll explain it as we go through. So, big announcement on what we just got Kana, also known as Asuka, of course, in the WWE. So she's going to be working with the WWE until her contract is up, and then she'll be coming here. So we were able to beat the WWE in a negotiation battle. I can't show you her contract. But am I able to show in any way a contract? Don't think so. Oh, employment. Yeah, pay per appearance deal, 1,500 a show. And yeah, she's decided that here is the best place for her to be performing. I guess that's why she's coming here. So yeah, look forward to her coming. But let's get into the show here. So we do have a women's title rematch between Fawn Elliott and Natty Neidhart, but we'll talk about the rest of the show whenever we get in there. I guess it just doesn't want to load up. Here we are here. So here we see a angle here. It's a video angle. I just done that as a freestyle angle, but it's a video package of showing the opening match and what the main event will be. The opening match will be Jay Lethal taking on Crazy Steve, and the winner of that match will go on to face Jimmy Havoc for the Generation Championship on our 25th Generation Wrestling show. So we go into that match here with a 50-minute segment, not a bad match at all, and about to have fantastic heat and great wrestling. We put Jay Lethal over on Crazy Steve in 15 minutes 56 seconds by pinfall with a lethal injection. Now this is a shame. Robert Graham and Gail Kim really clash horribly when together at the announcers table. That is a shame. This match deserved better colour, and the match got the crowd hotter. A 78 in performance of Jay Lethal and a 42 for Crazy Steve. So because of this here, I will probably look for a new commentary team. Of course, we were just trying to, get a position for Gail Kim to take in the company. If not, then we'll just have to let her go, and that's fine. I don't mind doing that. But 756 people come to this show. That's good considering that 713 were speculated to come. But Kyle O'Reilly is in a match here just really to keep him relevant in the company and keep his momentum going. And about to have good heat and decent wrestling, Kyle O'Reilly defeats the King of Yukon and Pete Powers in 12 minutes 57 seconds when Kyle O'Reilly defeats Pete Powers by pinfall with a Blame Buster. Kyle O'Reilly carried the match in terms of in-ring performance. Kyle O'Reilly's performance of a 78 in-ring performance rating stands out, a 30 for the King of Yukon and a 26 for Pete Powers. Not bad. The King of Yukon is improving in flying skills and performance skills. 53-minute segment there overall. Then we go in here to the rematch between Christina Fawn Elliott and Natty Neidhart, and as you would have thought in a bout that had fantastic heat and decent wrestling, Christina Fawn Elliott defeats Natty Neidhart in the rematch for the title, and in 13 minutes 49 seconds Fawn Elliott gets the pinfall after hitting a double knee face breaker against Natty Neidhart, and that makes defense number 1 of a Generation Women's title win. A 43 for Fawn Elliott and a 57 for Natty Neidhart. Not bad at all. 51-minute segment overall. But then we do this here sort of gimmick where we see Rebecca Knox backstage watching the celebration of Christina Fawn Elliott. Again, this is hinting towards a future match between the two, which we're going to go ahead and pre-book in for Generation Wrestling 26. Book match. It'll be we'll go for a triple threat match here. I don't think I selected what I wanted to. Just my computer's doing my head in today. Just not wanting to respond to anything. Book match. Freeway. And we're gonna put in a match Christina Fonelli. Nope, not Christina Fonelli. Natty Neidhart, who's got decent momentum. You've got negative momentum. Fuck it, let's put you in there as well. And let's go with Matsumoto. Save that, and that is going to be a qualifier match for the Generation Women's Championship. Save that. So then we go into our next segment, a 61-minute segment, not bad at all. We go into the next segment here as Blackwell Slasher defend their titles against the Stallions. Why? Because I just decided to make that match a match. In a decent match, Blackwell Slasher defeat the Stallions in 12 minutes and 8 seconds when Steve Blackwell defeats Artemis Spencer. By submission, Blackwell Slasher make defense number 6 of the Generation Tag Team titles. Yeah, decent enough match. In terms of in-ring work though, we have Steve Blackwell being head and shoulders above everyone else with a 54 in-ring performance, 42 for Fawn Slasher, 27 for both Baroni and Artemis Spencer. Nobody improves. We go on to the next segment though, where we see Nelson Creed warming up for his match, which is a title match, coming up next, which is against Scotty Mack here. Once it loads up, you will see that. Nelson Creed goes up against Scotty Mack here in a bout that has good heat and decent wrestling, and we put Nelson Creed over Scotty Mack in 11 minutes 19 seconds by pinfall. Nelson Creed makes defense number 6 of his Vancouver Championship reign. 50 in-ring performance for Nelson Creed and 30 for Scotty Mack, and that makes a 42 overall performance. Not bad. But then it's the main event. Yep, it's the main event when Jay Lethal challenges once again for Jimmy Havoc's Generation Championship belt. In an exceptional match, Jimmy Havoc once again defends his title successfully in 23 minutes 17 seconds by countout. Once again, he is unable to beat Jay Lethal one-on-one in a singles match by pinfall or submission. Jimmy Havoc makes defense number 7 of his Generation Championship reign. 85 for Jay Lethal and a 77 for Jimmy Havoc. The announcing jobs were pretty poor, and the match deserved better announcing and colour, but we still got a decent rating over there. But then we go into the final segment where we see the rest of holy shit, that was very good. Everybody was really on overness there, and they were able to pull off a 75 minute segment there. And pretty much what happens here is we just see Havoc all celebrate the big title win there, which gives them which still gives them control over the company, really, you know, in the way of title match, if that makes sense. But yeah, decent enough. Let's go ahead and end that show there. Here we are now. 59 rated event overall there, not bad. 38 regions are popularity increases in, so that's good to see indeed. So Jay Lethal needs to be praised for his performance. Jimmy Havoc, and once again, let's go Kyle O'Reilly, because he was, they're all awesome. Let's just tell them that they're all awesome, because at the end of the day, it's the truth, and that is how it's gonna stay. Jellyf was very happy, as was Jimmy Havoc, as what, well, Kyle Riley was only happy with his speech. So yeah, decent enough there. I'm happy with that. I'm very, very happy with that. Very good performance there. Very good performance overall there by everyone involved. I do want to, this Havoc storyline is going to continue going on, and I know exactly where it's going to end and who it's going to end with, the two competitors that it will end with. I know beat by beat pretty much the important parts of this storyline. So yeah, I know beat by beat the important parts, which is good, but I can let you know that the storyline will be ending within about 6 months or so. So it's a long storyline. It's a 1.5 year long storyline pretty much. I think anyway it's 1.5 years long, but yeah, it's a very long story line. Very, very long storyline. I think though it's going well. I think it's going well. I know who's going to end it. Only one person can end it, really, in my opinion. Only one. It only really makes sense to have one person end it. Well, no, you could have really 3 guys in the roster at the minute could end it, but there's one person in particular I want to end it, which you will find out closer to the time. There'll be a pretty big event happening in November, which will be the Canadian Cup, and that will point towards who will be ending that storyline, and you'll be able to go, okay, right, this storyline is probably going to come to an end soon. But yeah, it's going well. It's going well. They have all the gold apart from the Vancouver Championship. Only one person was able to stay immune from giving the title up, which I would like to maybe do a couple more matches with Nelson Creed and Havoc for that title. I think it only makes sense. But waiting for this to load. Waiting for this to load. So once we get to the other side of this loading screen, which is now, we'll do the generic stuff. 71 grand still in the bank account, not bad. Tyson Dukes returns. August 2020 regional battles we won in Ontario. Kyle Riley is feeling the effects of a building schedule, as is Crazy Steve, and we got a .13 TV rating there from that one, so that's good to see. Let's go ahead and see how much people watched. We had 101,000 people watched, so that's very good to see indeed. Very, very good to see indeed. Yeah. Holy shit. The Generation Championship. Holy shit. 92 prestige. Jimmy fucking Havoc. What a guy. He's had that title for more than a year. No, sorry, almost a year, sorry, I should say. And he's done wonders with that title. Just look at some of those matches that he's had. Jimmy Havoc goes up against Kyle O'Reilly. He's went up against Kyle O'Reilly 3 times for the title. All decent matches. Went up against Stevie Xavier, of course, once. Nelson Creed a couple of times. JD for a couple of times. So only the top competitors in the company have challenged for it, apart from, you know, Stevie Xavier in the UK show. But yeah, only the top of the top have only the best of the best in the company have challenged him for it, and as a result, 92 prestige. Fair play, fair play. Yeah, because it's 70 prestige. The Tag Team titles in 70 prestige. That's not bad at all. When did Jubilee start? It started back in January. No, it's December it started. So yeah, they've dragged those titles up big time there. That's Black or Slash, of course. The women's title is at prestige 78. Let's see. So it has dropped a little bit with one area as champion, but that's fine. I think it actually dropped with Natalia as champion, so yeah. Women's Cup is 70 prestige, but the Vancouver Championship is doing well as well. Another title that's doing well. 70 prestige. Has dropped a little bit over the last little while, but I think that's because he's out of the main event spot. I think if we book him right and we get him back into the main event spots, we can really get that prestige back up again. Not that it matters, because 70 prestige is still very good for a mid-card title. I'm very happy about that, especially for such a small company. But it's that title there, 92 prestige. That is the title that people should be wanting to come for. And yeah, we've had quite a few champions over the last 5 years, but again, it's only been 5 years, and we've only had we've only had 5 different champions. Adam Cole, Kyle O'Reilly, Brian Cage, Eddie Kingston and Jimmy Havoc, so a champion a year pretty much. And as you all know, that has not been the case a champion a year, as we've had quite a few reigns, but the reigns that really stand out the most is Adam Cole's first reign, where he held the title for a year, just under a year, a week under a year. Kyle O'Reilly then holds the title for what, 8 months. Brian Cage only had his championship reign that last. Well, he didn't even get a title defense because, you know, he fucked off, and as a result, I hate him. I don't hate him, but you know, yeah. Adam Cole then, you know, got the title in January of 2019, and he only held it to March on the second reign. But again, that was only because he decided to leave the company. And then of course Kyle O'Reilly has his second reign, and it was not as long as his first reign. It only went from April 2019 to August 2019, which, fair enough, it was quite a short reign, but that's fine, because whenever we gave the title over to Jimmy Havoc, we've got a champion who has held on to the title for almost a year now, and once he holds on to that title for a year, he will become the longest ever generation wrestling champion. Not just generation wrestling, not just the longest ever generation wrestling champion, but the longest generation champion, the longest generation championship holder, I should say. So yeah, again, the Canadian Cup has only ever been won by 2 people, despite, you know, us going on to the 4th year of it this year. Kyle O'Reilly had it, won it first, Adam Cole wins it, and then Kyle O'Reilly wins it a year after. So yeah, who will win it this year is a big question though. So let's see, 71 grand in the pound, not bad at all. Let's look at her size here. If you'd like to open that up. 21 important, not bad. Pop wise though, we're doing well again. We are doing very well. Thank you very much for watching though. We're going to have to end the video there, and yeah, we'll see you again. Goodbye.